looking for us in all the wrong faces. I'm always looking for this when I'm all looking faded. Looking for love, I think we should make it. I've been feeling lonely. Tell me that you think I'm pretty sure.
Hey everyone, Amy here, 100 plus. Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida. Diamond, you're not coming out right now. Sorry, baby. Stay here. Stay. I just don't want them barking. Hey guys, I know it's late and I'm sorry, I'm outside. I just wanted to jump on because I know everybody is wondering and worrying about Elijah. And I have, before I continue, I'm just going to wait for some more people to jump on. This is just going to be hi everyone, a short update because I really don't have much of an update. I have been texting, hold on one second. I have been texting with the doctors, pretty much most of the evening trying to get an update. There's really nothing more to tell other than he has got thousands and thousands of maggots coming out of every wound in his body. From the second that we dropped Elijah off at Blue Pearl, they have been flushing him. They started him on IV fluids because he was so dehydrated. They started him on double antibiotics, and they have just been continuously flushing and flushing all of these massive puncture wounds that this baby has in his body. He is approximately 2 years of age, and what this dog had to endure, I can't even wrap my head around what he has had to live and the life he has lived. And I know from experience, the area that we rescued him from, there is dog fighting. We know it. We've been there. We've reported it. This was years ago. Cockfighting, Santeria, it's a dumping ground. And we're dealing with a severe, serious mentality war. There's no cameras. There's nobody that saw anybody dump him or anybody that knows anything. Nobody knows anything other than the fact that he was dumped and he was left for dead. So he's such a sweet, sweet boy, and he's had a horrible life. And he's still forgiving. He's loving. He's broken. He's completely broken. I've never seen anything like I've seen with this dog Elijah that we rescued today. I don't know I don't know what his prognosis is. I just know that the doctors have been working around the clock from the second we dropped him off. My heart is completely shattered. My team is completely shattered over him. He reminds me a lot of Soldier. Soldier did not make it, but I'm praying to God that we caught him in time, because they're working on him around the clock, and they are just continuously flushing and flushing. The maggots they keep coming and coming. There's thousands and thousands of maggots. We can't go inside the hospital because of the pandemic. We can't sit with him. They're doing what they need to do, and we are sitting back and we are just waiting for them to give us any information. Ellen just sent me a text. She is the manager of the hospital. She sent me a text that she just heard from the doctor that he has his own private nurse. He has a private doctor. Like I said, they sedated him. I guess there was a pocket somewhere on his neck. I think it was the back of his neck. And they wanted to check and see if it was a pocket of maggots. I can't even believe the words that are coming. I'm shaking. I can't believe the words that are coming out of my mouth. That this dog has thousands and thousands and thousands of maggots from all of the puncture wounds. This is definitely a bait dog in a ring of definite fighting. You can tell by all of the puncture wounds covering his entire body. I know a lot of people have been reaching out to me privately by email. Carol's like, Amy, they want an update. I don't have an update. I don't have anything to give anybody other than the fact that he is a fighter. He's a fighter. He's getting the best care. They're trying desperately to save him, and I'm so grateful for that. This has been a really, really, really challenging day for myself and for my team. Some days are just so hard in rescue. I do want to say, is that what the doctor said? Thousands and thousands. Yes, that's what the doctor said. It's endless, endless maggots. I'm shaking because it's making me physically sick to my stomach. He is stable. And when I asked how he was, she said he's okay. He's not suffering, according to them. He's not suffering. And if he was suffering, we would not let him suffer. We would humanely euthanize him. He deserves a chance. He fought to survive. He was used as bait. And they chewed him up. They punctured him. They ripped his ears apart. God only knows what else they did to him. And he is sitting in a hospital fighting for his life. He is on IV fluids. He has received sedation, pain management. He has IV fluids and 2 antibiotics for all of the wounds. They sent out a blood panel of CBC to check for everything they possibly could. They get a better reading when they send it out versus in-house. So they sent that out today. I'm sorry, I'm shaking. This is not an easy video for me to do. And I'm sitting outside because I wanted it to be a little quiet versus me being inside with my dogs and the TV and all that. So I'm just trying to read through the comments. You know, I've thought about reaching out to the media to bring awareness. You had another dog that was used and abused. And I know I can get the media on this. It's a no-brainer. It's hard right now with the pandemic because they're not allowed to go into the hospital. So there's not much they can do other than use our footage and for me to speak to them. So I will do that in the morning. I will send the photos and the videos. I will ask Tammy to upload the video to our YouTube so it will be easily accessible for them to grab if they choose to cover the story. It's another dog. To us, it's not another dog. To us, it's a life that matters. His life matters. And we hopefully caught him in time. I'm not going to lie to you. I receive calls all day and night. Please, can you help? Please, can you help? And I just can't. I can't say yes to everybody. But for some reason, this girl reached out to me and asked if I could assist. She told me there was a dog that was dumped on her husband's work property in Miami. And I said, can you send me photos? And she said, he's really bad, Amy. He's emaciated. He's really bad. I said, could you take him to see if he has a microchip? Without knowing the condition, I didn't really see anything from the first photo. I asked if she could take the dog to a vet's office and have he or she scanned to see if he had a microchip, and she said, no, I can't do that. And I didn't understand. I just thought maybe she didn't want to do that, or she maybe didn't have a car. This is the things that went through my mind. So she sent me some photos. Nothing that I shared with you, none of the photos that we shared. She sent me, he was just basically laying there with a little container of water. And that's nothing that I would not see every day. I've seen so much worse. And for some reason, something inside of me clicked. And I said, you know what? I don't know where I'm putting him. I know he needs to go to the hospital, and he needs to be cared for. So you know what? I'm going to save him. So I called Tiffany and Shelly, and I said, get ready. I'm coming to pick you up. And Carol also called me, and I said, Carol, I'm heading down to rescue a dog. She said, send me the address and I'll meet you. And we were there in 38 minutes from Fort Lauderdale to Miami. And when we were driving and pulling down these roads that you saw, just one road, sorry, I'm shaking. When we were driving down the road, it started bringing back all these memories of all these horrible things that we have seen in this area that we called C9 Basin. It's horrible, horrible. It's nothing but animal torture. The police know of it. Animal control has been called out there countless times. I don't know. I don't know why it's continuing. I don't understand it. But it is. And I don't know where there is a dog fighting ring. I have no idea. I just know it's there. There's these dirt roads all over the place. There's these rural farms with tarps covering their fences. So there's not much we can do. It's not a safe area, and they are not afraid to shoot if you walk on their property. There are dogs roaming. That's how they treat their animals. If they're not torturing them and killing them or using them for some sort of profit, like the cockfighting, the roosters that you can hear everywhere when you're there. It's a different world. It's a totally different world than we're used to. So with all of this being said, it is very late. He is, you're right, Carrie, he is in a much better place right now. He is in loving hands. He is being cared for around the clock at Blue Pearl in Oakland Park. They do not take donations on the phone. They do not take, they're a specialty 24-hour emergency hospital, and they don't have time to answer phones. So if anybody would like to make a donation, thank you in advance, because I have no idea what his vet bill will be. And at this moment, I don't really care. I will figure it out. We will figure it out. We will give him whatever he needs. But if you would like to donate, our PayPal link is on all the videos on our page. And also there's our mailing address. I know all of you have been following. And yes, we have done everything we can. Everything we can, we have done. It's kind of out of our hands right now. He's in the hands of the doctors and their team, and I trust them or he would not be there. Also, I was also speaking to our board certified surgeon, who is, you know how much we love Dr. Babevsky, and she just put Oreo's body back together, and Oreo's there resting. So the attending emergency doctor that's working on Elijah has been communicating with Dr. Babevsky, and Dr. Babevsky and myself have been communicating by text. So she said that they are just focusing on the cleansing, the flushing, and just stopping the maggots from coming. His ears are really bad with the maggots, the wounds that are deep in the holes. The smell that we were smelling is dead. It's dead flesh, basically. So we're trying to figure out what he's going to need, and whatever it is, we're going to do for him. We're going to give him every fighting chance that we possibly can give this boy Elijah. He deserves it because he fought so hard to survive, and he is still here, and we're going to do everything in our power. So for now, I am going to shut down. I will come live to you tomorrow as soon as I know anything. Please understand, we're not holding anything from you. There's no secrets here. If there's anything to report, I come at you live. So The private notifications are endless. How's Elijah? What's going? And if we put up a post of something else, how's Elijah? I get it, but please understand, it's more work for us. We don't like to ignore our supporters. We love to answer. So please be patient with us. There's nothing we know that we're not sharing with each and every one of you. And I'm asking all of you, please, to say a prayer tonight for Elijah, please. And I believe in prayer. And please, if you can donate, thank you. But I need to we all need to just breathe and just say a beautiful, loving prayer, all of us together, for Elijah. And I will be back tomorrow with more of an update, and hopefully it's a great update. I'll take even a good update. If anything changes, I promise you, you will be the first to know. So everybody, please have a great night. Get some sleep. Tomorrow's another day, and he is in great hands, receiving the medical attention that he needs. And I will see you in the morning. This is Amy signing off. Update on Elijah. 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida. Good night, everyone.